All right, I left the last video talking, so I was going to talk about the ranges. Now, in earlier videos, earlier lessons, you had to find the midpoint to do some manipulation a little bit later on, especially if you're looking for the average when you're given a range. For any of these instructions here, so to find a histogram, pictograph, pie graph, frequency, relative frequency, cumulative, you don't need midterm or midpoint. So I don't have to do a midpoint calculation. So the new part of the challenging part was this right here, determining your interval size to create your interval. Some intervals are going to jump out at you, like my example. If you need to determine an interval, this is the formula you're going to have to use. All right. So all that's left for me then is to finish the rest. And if you were comfortable in the first example, completing these, then by all means you can stop watching at this point and move on to the assigned work. I'm going to quickly go through and create these for you. So we did the pictograph. D then, I need to create a pie graph. So again, the nice thing with the spreadsheet, I can just highlight my data and I'm just picking a different graph. So pie graph, all my ranges are shown by color, percentages are included. You can change your chart title, and I'm just going to put pie graph. You can put the official ones on when you do the homework and the assignment. All right, so that's my pie graph. And again, it copies and pastes into Google Sheets really nicely. So you can work back and forth without any difficulty whatsoever. What do we got next? Relative frequency. So that's the calculation. So I'm going to do relative frequency. Again, for those that are watching this video, I'm going to have to determine the sum, the number of marks that were collected. So that's equals sum bracket, and you highlight what you want added, and the spreadsheet will add that for you. So there was 30 students in the class. Relative frequency is equal to the number of students that got that mark divided by the sum. And remember, you need to put your dollar signs in so the spreadsheet knows to use that sum at all times. Once that's done, drag and drop, and there's your relative frequency. You can convert that to percent by the drop down arrow. If you want to graph it, remember I said this is the only drawback, but it's the drawback to most spreadsheets. You need to copy and paste it. You're only pasting the values, so you got to do a paste special. So that's a right click, paste special, values only. And again, you're probably going to have to convert it back to percents, just like that. Now you can create your chart. And I'll use the bar graph. And the horizontal one looks nice, works nice. Customize. And this one, what was this one? Relative frequency? Relative frequency. Insert. And now I'm just going to shrink it. And we'll move it out of the way. All right, back to the document here. Relative frequency and graph. So cumulative frequency, that's your column over here. So again, equals your frequency. The next one is where the real formula is. It's equal to previous value plus next value. And that is the one that you can copy down for a formula. You know you did it right. Adds up to the total of 30. So again, I'm going to copy and paste my columns so that I can then graph them, because they do have to be side by side, unfortunately. Oops, that wasn't wrong button. There we go. Copy, paste special. You just want the values. We'll grab that, graph it. More bar graph. Let's go this direction. And it shows that increasing value. It's a running total, remember. So that is cumulative frequency. All right, there we go. That is, oops, all of your different visual displays of data using your spreadsheets. And like I said, everything's going to be in Google Docs. You can do all the homework in Google Docs. The journal is going to be in Google Docs, etc., etc. And then, like I said, it's just practicing those particular skills with the spreadsheet program. If you have any questions, you need help figuring out how to use that spreadsheet program, let me know. Homework's on the website, and we'll see you in class.